Another live session. Yes, sir. We got a nice sunny day. I'm in Rochester, Minnesota. We're ice fishing today again. Why don't you come along? Come on, stick around. Like, subscribe, comment if you want. We got 20 inches of ice at Cascade Lake, which is 20 inches you can drive a car on. Okay, I wouldn't highly recommend it, but you know, people do in Minnesota. Okay, so yeah, let's get you guys. We'll give you a look at the lake, and then I'm going to get down there and see if I get some perch, crappie, or bluegill, whatever I can get. Then maybe later on in the day, I'll do another show, and I'll go after those rainbow trout at Foster Arends Park in Rochester, Minnesota. All right, here's what we look like here today. Yes, sir. We got a Cascade Lake Park. They're really building up on this park here, and we're right here by the dock. So I'm going to get you guys all connected here, and we're going to get down there and see if we can catch some fish. We're going to look down. The depth of that hole is 20 inches. Yeah, 20 inches of ice. It's not falling in there. We got 20 inches. A little windy out today, but here's what we're going to do. A little beaver tail, red beaver tail on there, and a green jig with a white head since it's so dark down the hole. That's what we're going to go with today. I use the same setup for trout. So if there's a bluegill or a crappie or a perch down there, I've noticed there's a lot of perch in this area. That's why I came here today, because I haven't fished for perch in so long. And we're going to drop it all the way down and see how deep it is here. That's about 10 feet, I guess, maybe 12. And we're going to slowly bring it up. So let's see here. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? We're doing some live shows here. We're fishing at Cascade Lake in Rochester, Minnesota. It's a little windy. Try to make sure you guys don't blow over and face plant in the ice. But we're going to jig this a little and see if I can find a bluegill, a perch, or crappie, something. A little windy out today, so the phone will shake a little. It's not as windy as the last day, which was 20, 30 mile per hour winds. It's only like 5 to 8 here. But yeah, I'm surprised I'm the only one out here fishing on this lake in a weekend. That's good news, though. That means nobody's fishing for the fishing here. Yes, sir. How's everybody doing today? Hello, hello, hello. How are you? How are you? Yep, we're going to spend a couple hours on this pond, and then maybe we'll go someplace else. But 20 inches of ice, you're not getting a lot of holes out of your auger. I used to get 8 inches of ice. I get 20, 30, maybe 40 out of a battery. 20 inches, you're going to get half. You're only going to get 15, maybe 20. Yeah, let's go all the way down there. Come on, fishy, fishy, where you at? Here, fishy, fishy. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing swell, fine. Hello, 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 welcome to the room. I'm out here in Rochester, Minnesota at Cascade Lake Park, and I'm ice fishing. It's 20 inches of ice, and we're fishing for anything that's going to bite. Anything. Yes, sir. I did 2 holes here, close to the shore. Maybe I'll venture out a little, a deeper area. morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to my show, the Bass in the Hat Ice Fishing Show. I'm a fisherman from Rochester, Minnesota. And if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, comment. It all goes a good way. I'm almost there, monetizing the channel. All I need is 220 more watched hours from you guys, and I don't know what they're going to pay me, but I'm eligible to be paid then. So like, subscribe, comment, please. Everything helps. Hello. Tommy Aloha. Hi. How you doing, buddy? Yes, sir. All I need is 220 more watch hours. And I'm in the door. Accomplished it in less than, I'd say, 2.5 weeks. I wish I knew this 5 years ago. I wouldn't have wasted 5 years on shorts. I barely do any shorts anymore. It's the live shows I'm really focusing on. And it's the only way to go if you want to get monetized. Probably be only pennies to $1, but it's a start. 20 inches of ice here. Hope everybody's in a nice warm house. We got about, I'd say, 20 degrees. It's supposed to go up today. About 36, I believe. So, we'll see. It's the wind that kills you. Brings down the temperature. Well, and I need something to swim by and take at. Hit it. Yeah, I'll start off here and maybe I'll end up at my other trout pond if things don't go too well here. I haven't fished here in years, but they do got yellow perch in here, which I particularly like. Yellow perch is a small fish related to the walleye, and I think they have a sweeter flesh. They taste just like a walleye except sweeter, but they're smaller. So there's that. You know, you don't get as much flesh off a fish. All right, let's try the other hole. I'll bring it up just slightly and jig it. That way you find out how deep down the fish are going to be hanging out. Once you do finally get a bumper bite. Yeah, so I do these live shows, and then periodically I make the phone available on my phone stand. I look at the comments, and that's why I seen your name on there, Tommy Aloha. How you doing, buddy? Hope everything's doing well. Interaction with the audience, that's what the show's about, basically. One day I had 200 and something thousand people on my 2-hour show, and that earned me like 1,000 something watch hours. That put me 1/3 of the way there. Recently I had 32,000 in the 2 hours. So all those people, numerous people helped the watch hours, people. So comment, thumbs up, like. Okay, let's try the other hole. You know, I came here before years ago, and I really wasn't too successful here. So we're going to try my trout pond where I know there's trout in there. Okay, it's called Cascade Lake Park. We got maybe a couple miles of lake, and I don't know if I want to go all the way out there. That's why I'm staying close to the shore. Even though it's 20 inches, it's a lot of walking. Okay, I'm on the bottom there. Yeah, I don't want that phone falling down the hole. I ain't gonna go out and buy a new phone. We'll clean out our... This is an ice scooper. And on it I have a measuring stick. for safety precautions, I can tell how thick the ice is when I put the scoop down in the hole. I measured it early. It's as long as this stick, which is 20 inches. So that's one of the safety features of being out in the ice. You'll have extra confidence if you have the right gear and you're prepared. I mean, if you do fall in, you want to be able to get out by yourself with no one else's help. And that's why we carry that. And that's why we carry these spike things around my neck. Let's say I went through this hole right now. I could put my arm forward, plug this into the ice in my other arm, and pull myself out of the ice if I ever fall in. So little safety features like this help you be more confident out in the ice. And you never ever, someone goes in, you never go near the hole, because you're going to end up in the hole water too. You never go near the hole unless you got rope and a nice pick to help somebody get out. I carry that. A lot of people think I'm weird carrying that, but it was only 30 bucks, and saving someone's life for $30 ain't much. So I come prepared. I'm like a Boy Scout. I'm a crazy little Boy Scout. Come prepared. Oh, Big Tom. I killed a mouse last night in my house. I posted it. Just like the old days in the Philadelphia printing press room in Philadelphia. Me killing everything. I've been doing that since I was in 4th grade. The nuns had me in charge of killing the mice in the schools. I like doing that because I know I get it done. Get her done. Yeah, it's a good thing I like talking to my phone and talking to the fish. I'll tell you that. I'll keep people entertained at least that way, even when I'm not catching. But the trick to catching fish is a lot of luck. It's being in the right place at the right time and finding the right place where they are and what depth of water they're swimming at. So hello everybody, and welcome to the Bass in the Hat Show in Rochester, Minnesota. Yeah, we'll do some more holes out here. See if we find them. If we're here, we might as well look. If we strike out, I'll go to the trout pond. They just stocked 1,000 trout 2 days ago in the trout pond, which I should have went there, but you think the grass is always greener or the ice is always thicker on the other side of the fence, so I went here instead. Some thick ice here, 20 inches. You got 19 at Foster Aaron Pond. In some places it's only 7. Give me a big old catfish out of here. I haven't caught the cat in a while. All right. So I did those 2 holes. It took me about 5 minutes. This is what we're working with. It's a little green jig with a white little head. And we got some beaver tail on the end. Beaver tail? Where'd you get beaver tail? From a beaver. And this is where you can buy them, actually. They simulate like a little maggot. And you get them here at Digger's Jig Tails in Wisconsin. They sell them on Etsy, different colors. They look like little maggots. All right, Digger's Jig Tails. And you put one of these slimy fish oil soaked things on the hook, and it flutters in the water up as you bring it up and down. And the funniest thing about beaver tail is buoyant. What I mean by buoyant, it has buoyancy where it floats up in the water. Because if one comes off your hook, which is rare, it does, it floats all the way up to your hole, and you grab it right out of the hole. So there's that. At $3 a pack, these things, you can catch 10 fish off one of these without the trout or the fish taking it off the hook. So try it out at Digger's Jig Tails. Yes, sir. Get some! Okay, that's my promo. My plug there. Let's go out and do some more holes. All right? Some more holes. All right, I'll tell you guys a little good enough, I guess. Okay, enough with the jiggling. Get to work. This is my job. This is what I do. Yeah. Inches for sure. Alright. Yeah, the fun part is almost sliding and slipping on my butt. Clean out the toes. You know, ice can be very slippery, people. That's why I got these corker boots, and they got spikes on the bottom. I'll show you. You buy these after you fall back on your head a couple times, pop the back of your head. You say, you know what, that's a $250 pair of boots. They're worth it. I don't want to go to the emergency room and spend $2,000. Just sign your name in the emergency room. It's $2,000 today. So, you know, go out and get yourself some corkers with some spike boots, at least spike. I'll use my measuring stick to see how thick the ice really is. There's 20 inches over there. Not telling me it's 20 here. Yep, it's 20. Yeah, it's 20 here. Just measuring. The measuring stick, 20 inches. Drive a car. Drive a school bus on it. I've never seen anybody drive a school bus on it, but you could. I have too much fun talking on my phone. Crazy me. Never thought I'd be talking on my phone for a living. Alright, let's get down there. Here's what we're working with today. I think I'm going to put a new piece of bait on there. This is pretty old. And it does dry out these beaver tails. Let's see if I find an open pack instead of using a I don't want red, I want white. Where's the white one? There they are. Okay, we're going to try white today. Got a little zip lock on the top where you can close the package, because they will dry out if you don't keep them cold, and just keep them in a cold place. But it is actually real beaver tail, and they're slimy like a little worm or a maggot. Oh, I didn't get it yet, did I? Nope. There we go, there's one. Real slimy. Come out of the packet, but it did the other day. There we go. Real slimy. I'm going to make sure I close it back up. Alright. Let's get that on the hook. And get down there in the water. There we go. Now to flutter up and down in the water when you listen to that, it's very buoyant. Beaver tail's buoyant. Come on, man. Get that all unraveling. We're more than 20 feet down here. And I'll slowly start putting it up. But jigging it. Find out what depth the fish are hanging out. Alright, nice sunny day in Rochester, Minnesota. Let's catch some fish. Where are you guys at? Come on, I know you like that beaver tail. Bite the beaver tail. Bite it. Come on, bite it. Bite the beaver. Besides beaver tail, let me show you something that's kind of comical. Here's my new wallet, and guess what it's made out of? Beaver tail. Look at the way the little round circles on it, just like a beaver's tail. And you know what? My cards stay in there. It's so hard to pull my credit cards out of here because it's so tight. The beaver tail is very tight. And I'm talking about beaver tail, not the other beaver, okay? A beaver tail wallet, that could run you about 70, 80 bucks, but it don't get worn out like leather because those beavers are always pounding their tail. Go pound a beaver tail. All right, back to fishing. Enough entertainment for now. I'll shut up for a couple minutes. That's it. All right, bring it up a little and jig some more. Jig, 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 jig your beaver tail, jig your beaver tail. All right, it's a beautiful day out here. I'd say we're at like 25, 26. We got a slight 7, 8 mile per hour wind. I don't know what direction, but as long as we're not up in the 15, 20, 30 mile per hour wind range like we frequently get, I'm happy. It makes the conditions more unbearable, the wind chill factor. Let's find a fish. Where are you at, you guys? Come on. Bite that beaver tail. Yeah, sit down, grab a warm coffee, maybe a donut, make yourself an egg sandwich, and come on ice fishing with me. You're in your nice warm house. I'm out here in the cold. Battling the elements, as always. So please like, subscribe, comment if you wish. And I'll frequently look over at the phone, see who's commenting, and maybe answer you back. But we're really trying to catch some fish. Let's find what depth they're hanging out. We're trying to catch some fish. Come on and bite. Okay, now I'm all the way up in the water column. I can see my jig right underneath the ice. I'm going to drop it down again. And we're going to try this hole for another 5 minutes. And then maybe we'll move on. How's everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody's doing well. Nice and healthy. We got some more comments. No glare from the sun. Welcome to the room. It's ice fishing in Rochester, Minnesota. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, mates. We're ice fishing for any fish that's in here. Perch, crappie, bluegill, anything, anything. And maybe we'll go after those trout in a couple hours. I'll recharge my battery and come on for a second show today. An iPhone will hold about 2 hours. A new iPhone battery will hold about 2.5 hours of live time before the phone shuts down from lack of juice left in it. And the wind's starting to kick up a little. So I do 2-hour shows, 2.5, and then you got to charge your phone up. I brought extended battery packs that are magnetized that click right on the phone, and we'll charge it right up if we get on top of the fish, but that's if we get on top of the fish. You know, what people like to do out here in Minnesota, you might have a couple-mile lake, and they have walkways all around the lake. So people in the wintertime come out and they jog or walk all around the lake. They aren't scared of the cold out here in Minnesota. That's what makes us so brazen and so badass, okay? We ain't hiding in the house, you know, next to the space heater crying our eyes out because it's too cold outside. Damn it, get off that effing couch and get out and ice fish. Yeah, how do you like them apples? Okay, where are these fish at? Come on. Come on and hit me. Yeah, when ice came to town, we showed them the door. Ice out, ice out. Freaking Gestapo. Lawless Gestapo. Man with masks. Yeah, they killed a couple of our citizens, and the orange clown thinks he's going to get away with it. All right. Okay, I say we do a couple more holes, and then I don't know if I'm not getting any bites here. Maybe I'll go to false there and after the trout. I know there's trout there. I guess we could do two more holes here, and we'll try another spot. Down there when they stock, and when they stock that day, that's a good 10 maybe 40 fish day. It's, you know, anything's obtainable, but you're only allowed to keep 3 at Foster Irwin, 3 rainbow trout that they stock. And so yeah, boy, I wish I'd get a bite here. I'd stay here. Come on, just give me one bite at least. So people come jogging around this lake. There's sidewalk all around the lake. They walk their dogs to get their exercise. Yeah, Minnesotans ain't lazy. They do exercise a lot. A lot to do in Minnesota. Besides admire the freaking wildlife, they have multiple layers of wildlife. And hawks, eagles, bald eagles, ospreys. I mean, you name it, they got it out here. Beavers. Yeah, there he goes talking about beavers again, right? Come on, man. Beaver tail. Just like chamois shine, beaver tail. Yeah, I don't know where these fish are. Okay, let's go over to the other hole, try that out. And then maybe we'll move on, like I said. I'll see this one out, but... Measuring stick on my ice scooper. That way you know how thick the ice always is. you know you're safe. Don't count on somebody else saying, oh yeah, it's thick. Did that come off, that beaver tail? Yeah, it did. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. Okay, let's drop down there and see if we find a fish. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, yeah, about 15 feet. And it starts tangling up because it hit the bottom. About 15 feet. Just jig near the bottom. Maybe they're hanging out by the bottom. Okay, looks like somebody's walking a dog out in the ice. I'll tell you what, man, you need spikes. You're walking out in the ice in any other sort of shoes, man. And the first time your feet are above your head and your back of your head pops the ice, you're going to say, what the hell was I thinking? You're going to sit there and assess if you're all still in one piece while you're laying on your back looking up at the sun. It happened to me multiple times, and I went out and got boots with spikes. Yes, sir. In the back of your head ain't no fun at all, man. I got a hard head, but I mean, I don't want to keep on popping the back of my head and looking up at the sky, laying on the ice. Yeah, the wind's a little windy today, but it isn't as bad as the other day. So you might have a little shake on the phone. Shake, rattle, and roll. Beaver tail. Yeah, Foster Irwin Park Pond is usually pretty busy on the weekends. So that's why I came here at Cascade Lake this morning to give this a swing and see if I can find any fish here. But it looks like I'm going to end up at, the trout pond. So far, I haven't even gotten a bite here. Come on, give me a perch. Give me one perch. I'll take a bass too. Or catfish. Catfish be cool. They got everything in here. Mostly everything. They don't have no walleye. Yeah, I'm not familiar with this pond where the fish hang out, so I'm just throwing darts with a blindfold on and trying different places. But it's so vast, I mean, I could probably cover this 2 weeks until I found out where the fish hang in the wintertime. So there's that. The other pond I know like the back of my hand. The ice is cracking underneath my feet. That sound is from the ice compressing and making more ice. It has to crack somewhere to give off the release the stress. So with 20 inches, this, I ain't going in, and the ice ain't cracking, 3-4 inches, I'd be scared if the ice started cracking. You could drive a freaking school bus on this. This is 20 inches of ice. 15, you could drive a car, like a pickup. Every inch is compared to like 800 pounds. Except for every inch is like 800 pounds over 4 inches. Because 3 inches can only hold like 250, 200. So that's why you want to stay off of 3 inches of ice. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the room. How's everybody doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're out here ice fishing in Minnesota. We're jigging for some perch, some bluegill, anything. Yeah, we got a 4 or 5 mile per hour wind here, so the phone's going to shake a little. Yeah, there's multiple holes around here. Some people have searched all over this pond here. But this weekend, I'm the only one out here. Oh, it's Super Bowl day today, too. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? Who are you rooting for? I think this is going to be a lackluster Super Bowl, to tell you the truth. There was better games during the year than this Super Bowl. I think the Patriots are going to get clobbered by the Seahawks, okay? But that's just my opinion. And the Seahawks are extremely good, and they're firing on all 8 cylinders. The Patriots are ho-hum, good one game, not consistent, and not good the next. And then I think the quarterback's out. So, yeah, big old holiday, Super Bowl. What kind of food do you like eating during the Super Bowl? Fish? Fish cakes? Everybody likes fish cakes during the Super Bowl party, right? Now, I got some ghost pepper habanero salsa and chips. And I'm going to make me some Mexican. Yes, sir. Some cream cheese jalapenos. I love my jalapenos. I do about 20 jalapenos a week. Love eating jalapeno peppers. Jalapeno. Well, it looks like somebody else is coming out here. They're dragging a sled out here. Somebody else is coming out to ice fish. I can't seem to find a bite. We may have to go to the trout pond. Yes, sir. How's everybody doing this morning? Please like, subscribe, comment if you wish. Welcome to my room. Yeah, you can see my shadow. I'm leaning over my phone trying to read the comments. That's me. The shadow knows. We're ice fishing in Rochester, Minnesota. Welcome to the room, everybody. Hello, 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 mates. That's my Aussie accent. We're trying to find a bite, see where these fish are. Please like, subscribe. If you like fishing or want to know what ice fish is about, watch. Like, subscribe, comment. Get back with you on the comments. Yeah, getting a little more windy out here. Yeah, if I got a bump, I'd stay here. I don't know, this don't look too promising here. Yeah, the lake is real vast, so there's a lot of area to cover. Fish could be down in some little hole someplace, and acres here, it could take you weeks to find it. What are the 2 things that a good doctor and a good fisherman got in common? Patience, my friend, patience. That's my running joke for my show, okay? That's about all the jokes I know, mate. No bite. Yeah, so I'm going to get monetized with this show. We're doing 3 to 4 2-hour shows a week. And we're going to do this for the next 2 months to see where I'm at. Assess my ability, what I'll be earning. And then I'll either go crazy or I'll slow down on it. But I'm really going full 8 cylinders right now. Yep. I'm 220 watch hours away from getting paid. Please just walk away from your phone, leave it on, leave it watching me, and I thank you. I'm trying to monetize the channel. Everything helps. Like, subscribe, watch. And if you're busy, like I said, just keep your phone on this channel and walk away, go do your thing and come back. We're fishing for perch, we're fishing for crappie, we're fishing here for anything that bites. And if I can't find them here, I'm going to go to my trout pond, Foster Aaron's Park, and we're going to fish some rainbow trout today too. We might make it a 3-4 hour day. Yeah, I wonder where all these fish are here. I guess maybe we'll try 2 more holes. I'd be happy if I catch one. Yeah, sometimes you don't catch anything. It's not called catching, it's called fishing. Yeah, fish don't eat every day like we humans do. I caught a mouse this morning in my house, so I'm not going to get skunked. I at least caught something today. Yes, sir. Seen a little bugger running around last night. And I set out those old-time mouse traps, put a little peanut butter under the tab. He licked the peanut butter off the first one, and I got him on the second. All right, where are you guys at? Go down deeper again. We got 20 inches of ice out here at Cascade Lake. It's a park in Rochester, Minnesota. Now we got some more people coming out. Maybe they know where the fish are. They're pulling the sled and the tent, everything. Yeah, I guess maybe we'll go out a little further, huh? We'll get a no swing. I'm going to start bringing this up little by little. And we're going to go do some more holes and see if we find these fish at Cascade Lake Park in Rochester, Minnesota. Welcome to my room, friends. It's ice fishing time in Minnesota. Wind's kicking up. I'm going to have to get ready for the stand if get blown over. I'll hurry up and catch it. Yeah, guy slipped and fell. We don't have cleats on, apparently. Morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for staying and thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my room. We're ice fishing here in Rochester, Minnesota. Today we're at Cascade Lake. It's a park in Rochester, Minnesota. They got perch, they got crappie, they got bluegill, they got catfish, they got everything in here except like walleye. Later today I'm going to go chase those trout. But right now I'm trying this lake out, which is a little bit more bigger than the one I'm used to. So the fish could be hiding any place in this pond. Or lake, should I say. This isn't a pond, this is a lake. It's more vast than my other favorite one where I catch rainbow trout that's stocked. I don't know where these fish are here. So I'm just guessing. I'm throwing a dart blindfolded, trying to figure out where they are. Trying to figure out where they are and if they're going to bite. They could be right underneath my feet, but they're just not biting, apparently. They don't feed like we do every day. And when they do, they're on their time schedule, not ours. Yeah, those two people are going all the way out. They don't know something that I don't know. Yeah, I thought there'd be a lot of perch down here. That's why I came here today. Let's see what hour we're on right now. We're on 40 minutes. 44 minutes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my room. My channel. Welcome to my channel, I should say. Yeah, I'm ice fishing here in Cascade Lake in Rochester, Minnesota. Hello, hello, hello. That's me, the shadow. Yeah, okay. We're going to do 2 more holes. And this is what I'm jigging with. And then we might just wrap it up early and go to Foster Irving after there's rainbow trout, because I know there's rainbow trout there, at least. Okay. All right, meaning we're gonna do some more walking, people. This is the lake. Yeah, you see those people all the way out there. See them? Yeah, that's about I'd say half a mile, maybe a mile, 2 miles across the lake. There's the shoreline. All the way out there, that's about, boy, yeah, maybe 2 mile lake. We got some acreage to cover. Okay, let's get it moving. Without leaving the zone. Looks like a good spot to just do a couple of holes. Nice and clear here. We're going to go right over here and do it. And this is my mud mixer drill. Oh, this is a beast. I love it. Beast of an auger. And then we got a light line, strike master ice auger. 20 inches. There we go. Yeah, we get our ice scooper. I know it's 20 inches there. That auger took a while for it to get down there. Wind chill factor. Where is my measuring stick? Alright, that's good enough. It's getting a little cold out here. I can't hit the like button, only you can. Hit the like, subscribe. My fingers are starting to freeze. This is what we're working with here. Little whitehead 1/16 inch jig with a hook and a little green feather. We're going to go down there, see if we can find any fish in these holes. 20 inches of ice out here. Zeroed in here. There you go. Alright, let's see how deep we are down there. At the bottom, about 17, probably 20. Bring it up a little. Start jigging. Start jigging. Yeah, it's a little bit more windier. There's no tree cover out here in the middle of the lake. So you feel that wind when you're out here. You sure do. That's why some people put up ice huts, tents. They get away from the wind. Rochester is a very windy city. Got about 7-8 mile per hour winds, but it's 30 degrees. When you factor in the wind chill factor, it gets colder. Probably down in the 20s with the wind chill factor. Come on, give me a perch. I want to see a perch. I haven't seen one in a while. We got 20 inches of ice at Cascade Lake in Rochester, Minnesota. Later today, we'll go to Foster Irving Park and we'll get those rainbow trout. Take a swing at them too. But right now, we're seeing if we get any fish out here at Cascade Lake. The wind's taking its toll on me, but my hands are getting cold, so I can't hit the like button. Only you can. Hit the like, give a thumbs up, subscribe. I'm almost monetized. All I need is 220 more watch hours, and I'm eligible to get paid. It took me a whole 2.5 weeks. That's it. For 5 years, I've been doing the YouTube and didn't do it the right way. Apparently, now I know what to do. So I'm doing a lot of live shows and less shorts. If that's what's going to pay me, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to entertain you guys while we ice fish. So grab your coffee, grab your French toast, and sit down and watch me do some ice fishing. Where are these perch hiding? Where are they at? I can see my jig now, so I'm probably about 8 feet down. Yeah, I'll tell you what, the last piece of beaver tail I put on, once it came off, I'm gonna put another piece of beaver tail on. It helps. What am I talking about? Diggers, jig tails. I made out of beaver tail and dyed different colors. There we go. We're going to go with the white today. They're really slimy little devils. I think they soak them in fish oil. But you got to keep them cold, supposedly, or they will dry out, or I guess maybe get moldy. They're actual flesh from a beaver tail. And this is what they look like a little maggot. Can you see that? Like a little maggot. They've got a zip lock. You can zip it up so all that fish oil doesn't get out. There's always one that's not letting me zip this bag. Get down there, will you? You had your chance to get out and you said no. Alright, let's get it on the hook. There we go. So that'll flutter around in the water like a maggot. Let's get it down there and see what it does. We've got a Mayo helicopter taking off. Really dark underneath the ice, especially when you get like 20 inches of ice and a little bit of snow on the top. So you need to use something that's real light or white, fluorescent, so the fish can see it far away, swim in and take it. Come on. get down there and they're just not hungry, or they're hesitant. Could be a slow bite, no bite at all. You just don't know what day you're walking into. That's why I'm going to go to Foster Run Park and chase those rainbow trout. Get out of this wind. Come on, give me a bite. Now who's rooting for who in the Super Bowl? Who are you rooting for? Seattle? Seahawks? Or the Patriots? I think the Seahawks are going to wipe the floor with them. That's what I think, but what do you think? Are we going to watch it or not? They're not even interested in football. Not even interested in ice fishing. Just paging through the channels. This is all my channel, huh? Well, ice fishing's fun, but you got to be able to brave the cold, which I can. Come on, Mr. Beavertail, get us a fish. Well, we're trying. These fish aren't cooperating today. Okay, let's see how many hours I'm on right now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the room. Thank you for your comment. Good day to y'all. We're ice fishing at Cascade Lake in Rochester, Minnesota. And we're about 45 minutes, 50 minutes in. We might go another hour, I don't know. I'm not getting a bite, so I need to chase those rainbow trout at my other pond. I know the rainbow trout where they're at. So we're going to try these 3 holes. If we don't get anything, we're going to go chase the rainbow trout. You at least expect a bite, just at least a nibble. Take anything, a catfish, bluegill, anything. Yep. Okay, next hole. Okay, down we go. Yeah, I'm down about 10, 12 feet. Well, I got this out of my system coming here at Cascade Lake. And I'm getting the same result as last year, nothing. It's such a vast lake, you know, you got to know where you got to be local or fish this pond real often, weekly, before you know where the fish are. Yeah, it would take me about a month, 3 to 4 days a week before I figure this place out. It's a lot of walking, but I'm hoping I'll just get lucky on these first 8 holes. 20 inches of ice is really thick ice. Just hoping I get lucky. I know I'll get lucky at Foster Irwin Park. There's stocked rainbow trout in there. I know where they hide. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, comment please if you like what you see. Did I just get a bite? Yep. Keep down there deep. Let's keep it tight. Keep it tight, keep it tight, keep it tight. You're down there real deep. Real deep. There you go. That's what I was looking for. Perch. It's perch time. Yes, sir. It's perch time. Get some. That's exactly what I was looking for today. Yeah, little baby perch is about 7 inches. Lucky if he's 8. I'm going to throw him back, but that's what a perch looks like with the stripes. Yellow fish with stripes. That's a perch. What does everybody think? Alright, it only took me like almost an hour to get something, but that's a perch, alright? They're really good eating actually, and they're very hardy. You can travel from one pond to another and they'll still breathe and be alive. But they're real good eating when they get like 8 to 14 inches. They're sweeter flesh fish, sweeter than walleye. I love them. This is what I call my fish candy. This is fish candy, perch. Fish candy, yes sir. Some perch, some perch, some perch. Let's see if we get them on the sun for you so you can really look at the colors on them. This one's coming from the other direction, this way, so. Let's see, there we go. That's a little better. You can see some color on them. You can see the stripes. That's a perch. He's not big enough to eat. I wouldn't eat them anyway. I mean, really just a catch and release kind of fisherman. Sport fisherman it's called. And we're going to put them back down there. We're going to see if we find another. Maybe there's another one down there, okay? All right. Little perch, yellow perch action. You gotta watch, they got little spines on top of their fin. If you don't handle them correctly, they'll poke you. All right, Mr. Perch. That's Mr. Perch. Goodbye, Mr. Perch. And down he goes. That was from a little white piece of beaver tail on a jig, a green jig with a white head. We'll get back down there with the beaver tail. All right, maybe we get a bigger one. Well, I might stay the other hour now. It looks promising. Just had to find the fish. All right, we're all the way down the bottom. And we'll just start jigging it. Well, one perch. That's good. So I know the fish are biting today then. I just have to find them. How's everybody doing today? Hope you're all doing well. In your warm house, drinking your coffee and eating your donuts, your eggs and bacon. Come on, let's see if I get another perch out of this hole. Well, at least I caught something. Please like, subscribe. I'm trying to monetize my channel and I'm just inches away from only 200 more watched hours. So stick around and watch. Go to my website and watch some of my live shows. The one day I got 40 rainbow trout in one day on one show. I need to start labeling episodes. I'll have to do that. Put that on my to-do list so you can differentiate them. Oh, that was another bite. Yes, sir. We got another bite. We'll drop it back down. I think I might have found a little hole. It might have been a smaller one. Didn't feel like very big of a bite. Yeah, watch that wind. I don't want these guys getting blown over. You got about 7 to 10 mile per hour winds that are kicking up. Come on, give me a big old catfish. I want a big old channel cat. That'd be nice. It'd be sweet. Yeah, they're down deep though. Yep, there's one. Another little nibble. They're down deep. I'd say they're about down 12 to 15 feet. Which makes it harder to set the hook and keep the line taut. You don't keep the line taut to get off sometimes. Hope the phone don't fall over. You end up face planting on the ice. Man, they got some big cranes over here. Look at the size of those cranes over there, huh? They are huge, aren't they? Wonder what? Oh, they're building a parking complex over there. There's enough parking complexes in Mayo Hospital in town. Yes. Even for the employees, the nurses that work there can't park downtown because patients need to park downtown. It's limited to parking. They need to expand it. And that's what they're doing with those cranes. Building a big parking location. Got to be multi-stories with cranes that big. All right, back to my fishing. Enough with the construction. All right, let's find another fish down there. Well, maybe I'll do a couple more holes here around this vicinity. Well, there's one, there's probably more. Bring that up a little. We're fishing here at Cascade Lake Park in Rochester, Minnesota. Welcome to my channel, people. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, mate. Hi, welcome to my channel. We're ice fishing. We just got a perch. We'll see what else we get in the next hour. And then I'll charge my phone up and we'll go chase the rainbow trout. Foster Irwin Park, year-round stocked pond in Rochester, Minnesota, stocked with rainbow trout. They just put 1,000 in 2 weeks ago. No, just 2 days ago. What am I saying, weeks? 2 days ago. I got my one perch for the year. I used to always chase perch. It used to be my fish candy. But I would have to go down to the Mississippi, get them big enough to eat. So that's an hour's drive from here. All right. Maybe it was just that one perch down there. Hello everybody, welcome, welcome. I'm almost monetized on this channel. Please help me. Like, subscribe, watch for a half hour or an hour. I'm 200 hours away from getting monetized. I'm not close. And it'll probably happen within the next day or two, I think, anyway. But every little bit helps, and thank you. I love yous all. I love talking to my phone. Oh, that's right, I got an audience out there. Somebody walking by and say, look at this crazy guy talking to his phone. I think it's called vlogging. What is it called, people? Vlogging? Vlogging, I think that's vlogging. Or is that something else? I'll have to look it up. Okay, let's go to the other hole, and we're going to go all the way down. See if we find a perch down this one. All right. Go all the way down. Yep, it goes up already. There we go. All right. Go all the way down. That's where the perch usually hide. It's 15 feet, 16. Okay, there we go. It's about 20 feet. Who's going to win the Super Bowl tonight, people? You're going to have a little party, or you're not even in the Super Bowl. You're just there for the halftime show. Bad Bunny's going to play. Some people got offended. He's an American, man. He's from Puerto Rico. How can they get offended? Puerto Rico's a territory of the United States. They need to do their freaking math and the geography. Yes, sir. They're going to get offended. Oh, I'm offended. I'm not going to watch the halftime show just because of Bad Bunny. Jeez. Real sensitive people with thin skin. Always complaining about culture things. That's what we got today. Sensitive feelings. My feelings are sensitive. You need to care for them. It takes all kinds of people. You need to accept. Everybody needs to accept everybody else, no matter what color they are, no matter what religion. You just need to accept. Tolerance, it's called. Be tolerant. That's the best advice I could give. Everybody don't have to like what you like. Tolerance. Yeah, the phone's swaying a little. We got a 7-8 mile per hour wind. So we might shake a little, but I don't think you're going to fall over today. That takes about 15 mile per hour winds to blow you over. We got one perch so far, real deep down. It's a nice sunny day in Rochester, Minnesota, and we're ice fishing on 20 inches of ice. Does everybody like to ice fish? Yeah, jigging for panfish, that's what I am. You're right. And then this afternoon I'm going to chase the rainbow trout. I'll hurry up and charge up my phone and we'll drive to the rainbow pond, and they stocked 1,000 rainbows like 2-3 days ago there at Foster Arends Park. There's a pond there, a year-round trout fishing pond. We got a little green jig head with a white head on the end of this line, and a little piece of beaver tail, actual beaver tail. I'll show you what I mean. This is what I got on, diggers jig tails. You get these out of Wisconsin, they're made out of actual pieces of beaver tail, and they dye them. These ones are white, and they have buoyancy, they float up, so when you drop them down in the water, they flutter. Sort of like a fishtail or something, or a little maggot. It looks like a little maggot. But they're really elastic, and they can't pull them off the hook, the fish. So you catch about 10 or so, 20 maybe fish off of one little piece. You get about 10 in a pack for $3. Look them up. You might like them. Look them up. It's real beaver tail. Beaver tail. They work for me, especially for rainbow trout. Imagine the panfish will like them too if they're down there. found one perch after about 8 holes. And this is a vast lake out here, very vast, a couple miles across. So it's hard, you gotta know where to fish here, and this isn't my regular lake. So we're still making ice underneath here. There's already 20 inches, and it's probably getting thicker because it's colder. Come on, hit me. I'll take anything. I'll take a catfish, I'll take a bluegill, I'll take a perch, I'll take a crappie. Anything. We're just jigging around. Come on, let's find another fish. I know you're down there. I'm going to push the bite button on my fishing rod. There's a bite button. It makes the fish bite. Quite the imagination I got. Okay, who's going to win the Super Bowl? What kind of food you going to have? What are you going to eat? I got some Pace Ghost Habanero Pepper Salsa with some chips. And I'm going to do some jalapenos with cream cheese. And we'll do about 8 or 10 of them. Yes, sir. Come on, bite me. It's jigging for panfish. Please like, subscribe, comment if you want. Say hello. Every little bit helps. I'm so close to monetizing my channel. I'm 200 hours away. You need 3,000 per year. I went the last 2.5 weeks non-stop, 3 to 4 shows a day, 2-hour shows. And I'm almost there. That's how little it took me. I wish I knew this 5 years ago when I was doing shorts on YouTube. I wouldn't have done shorts. I would have went live immediately. So if you're thinking of going on the YouTube and get monetized, that's what you got to do. You just got to go do live shows for 2 hours. But it's got to be interesting stuff, or you got to be a talker. I would recommend. If you're standing there talking to your phone for a couple hours. You hear that? That was the ice expanding. Yeah, the pressure, that's the crack underneath your feet. It expands and it cracks. It sounds like, uh-oh, it sounds scary. But you get used to it as an ice fisherman. As long as you know there's more than 4 inches of ice underneath you when it's cracking, you ain't going in. It's expanding. This is 20 inches of ice. I don't know if you can see down that hole. Can you see down that hole? Without me dropping you down there, it's 20 inches. It's pretty dark down there. 20 inches of ice. All right. I think maybe we need to go to the other pond, maybe. There's just that one perch I'm going to get today. Here. Okay, let's drop it all the way down again. They are down deep. That's it, down. Down the bottom. I'll bounce it off the bottom. It'll look like some bug coming out of the dirt. Hopefully something will see it and come over and want to eat it. Yep, the wind's kicking up a little, so the phone's going to shake around a little. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my room. Hello. We're out here ice fishing in Rochester, Minnesota. Welcome. Like, subscribe. Comment if you wish. We're going to do like two 2-hour shows today. The other one I'll be fishing for rainbow trout. Right here I'm fishing for perch or any panfish that's down there. How's everybody doing today? Hope you all doing well, sitting at home with your coffee and your pancakes. Put a little dollop of butter on top of those pancakes and then I'll do them. Come on, Mr. Perch, where you at down there? We'll bring it up just a wee bit. I think I had better luck down the other hole, huh? I had 2 bites at least down the other hole, so I know there's another fish down that other hole. Okay, we'll slowly bring this one up. And we'll go back to the other hole. Yeah, let's get down the other hole. Does everybody at home like peppers? The hottest I go is ghost pepper or habanero, but I really like serrano and I like jalapeno peppers and poblanos. Oh, poblanos are so good when they're stuffed with cheese. That's from me being out in Arizona for 23 years. I really appreciate the peppers. Things are a little hot out in Arizona. Where are you guys from? We're out here in Rochester, Minnesota now, not Arizona, but and it's a little bit colder. Where we got 20 inches of ice. We're ice fishing. Okay, I say we go down the other hole. All right? Did that beaver tail come off this one too? Yeah, it did. Why is that beaver tail coming off? Usually it doesn't come off. Okay, so we're going to put on another piece of beaver tail. I think it's the red ones that are better than the white ones. There's the red. Not what I want though. There's the other ones. Alright. Here's what we're going to put on there. Diggers, beaver tails, or jig tails should I say. The white, they come in multiple colors. They're these are the white ones. They're good for rainbow trout, I'll tell you that. They call a perch just now off one. But they're slimy little buggers, like dipped in fish oil. If I ever get this packet open again. There we go. Gotta get my fingernail in there and pull it open. I think I'm going to put 2 of them on this time. It looks like a little buffet. One. Slimy little devils. There we go, that's what they look like. Little pieces of beaver tail. That's what they're made out of. You know, all I gotta do is get them on the hook. Okay, who are you rooting for the Super Bowl? You don't care. Don't care about the Super Bowl. I think Seattle's going to really wipe the floor with the Patriots. They're firing on all 8 cylinders. I don't think the Patriots got a chance. It's going to be a lackluster Super Bowl. They happen every so many years. Yeah, getting these on is a little bit of a challenge, but that's what we look like. Here we go. You see the way they flutter on the hook? All right, let's get down there and see if we find something. Got to go all the way down about 15 to 17 feet. Get it down already. Yeah, we're down. And then we'll bring it up a little. What the hell happened there? There we go. Come on and bite it. I'll stand on this side so the sun can shine on that side a little. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. We're ice fishing here in Rochester, Minnesota. We're 95 minutes and 11 seconds into a live show. We're doing 3 to 4 shows per week, and we're ice fishing different ponds in Rochester, Minnesota. This one has a lot of pan fishing down there, and 20 inches of ice at Cascade Lake in Rochester, Minnesota. The next one we're going to is a trout pond that's stocked year-round with trout from the hatchery, and that one's called Foster Arends Park. And we're going to try there. We'll charge up our phone in between, because the phone battery dies after about 2.5 hours, even a brand new phone battery. It drains a lot of power to take one of these shows, so give me a like, give me a thumbs up, comment if you wish, and I will get back with your comments. But I say hi to you too. Let's see if we get a perch down there. We got one. We need more. I'll take a big catfish, please. Not asking for much, just a big old catfish. Yeah, stay in your warm house. I'm out here in the cold. So hit that like button, subscribe. I'm almost monetized on my channel here. All I need is 200 more watch hours, and I'm monetized, eligible to be monetized. And that's what I'm aiming for. everybody, welcome to my channel. We're ice fishing at Cascade Lake in Rochester, Minnesota. Welcome, good morning, good afternoon to you actually. Since it's a little afternoon, well, it's almost 1, wow. Almost 1 o'clock in Rochester, Minnesota. And we're about 99 minutes in on our channel, ice fishing. We pulled up a little perch. We're fishing for panfish right now. The bite is very minimal. It isn't too good to bite. But we'll go to the next pond, and I know they put 1,000 trout in there 2 weeks ago. So the chances are we're going to get something there. Thank you for watching, though. I appreciate it. Yeah, I got one perch down this hole earlier, and then had another bite, but it was a small bite. Maybe he's still down there. We'll see. How's everybody doing this morning? We're ice fishing for panfish out here in Rochester, Minnesota. This is my new channel, and we're doing 2-hour shows 3 to 4 times a week. So if you like fishing in general, or ice fishing, and you don't know anything about ice fishing, then watch, please. Like, subscribe. I appreciate y'all. And we'll try to keep you entertained here. Yeah, it looks like there's just that one perch down there. Yep, the wind's kicking up a little. Boy, I wish I'd find a big bass down this hole. That would be sweet. Or a nice big catfish. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing swell. Hello. Ice fishing, that's what I'm doing in Rochester, Minnesota. Where am I? What are you? I'm an ice fisherman. You. What am I? Bass in the hat. I'm ice fishing. Yeah. I'm gonna straighten you out a little here. Ice fishing in Rochester, Minnesota. Cascade Lake Park. They got a big lake down here, Cascade Lake. I got one perch so far. I'm seeing if I get another one or something else out of here, a catfish or. But we're on a 103 on minutes, 104. I think we'll go for about another 15 minutes. And then we're going to pack it up and we're going to go chase the rainbow trout at Foster Aaron's Park. They just stocked 1,000 rainbow trout. The hatchery stocks it all year long. And I'm going to go to the pond and see if I can get some rainbow trout. So my next show, within the next half hour, I'll start another show. And that'll be after rainbow trout chasing the rainbow tornado. The hatchery stocks these rainbows. They swirl around in the hatchery. When they put them in the pond, they'll swirl around in there. You get in the middle of that tornado instead of running away from it, and you'll get 20, 30 fish a day. But I let them all go. You can only keep 3 rainbows at the next pond I go. But yeah, fun. It's real fun when you catch a lot of fish like that per day. We'll give this another 15 minutes. Maybe we'll pull one more fish out of here. Who knows? Wind's kicking up a little too much for my liking. I don't want you guys blowing over. I'll bring you up a little back so you can see who I am. And yes, sir. We're ice fishing for not rainbow trout, for panfish at Cascade Lake Park. And this is a little bit more of Bass Lake. We'll do about 15 more minutes of this. My hand's starting to get a little cold. The wind's kicking up and it's pretty cold out here in the middle of a nice frozen lake. So I can't hit the like button. You need to hit the like button. Like, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, please. I'm going to get monetized where they start paying me. So I'm doing 3 to 4 shows a week, 2-hour shows. Help me out, please. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. All right. We're going to get another perch out of here. Let's go all the way down in the dirt. Maybe there's one down in the dirt there. And we're down in the dirt. Yep, my hand's getting a little frosty. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, the one show I did last week, I had 200,000 people watch it. Yay! That gave me like 1,000 watch hours, and that was incredible. So there's that to be excited about. You know, when you get thousands of people watching you. But it's really just me talking to the phone. It's just me alone. But that's what you got to do if you want to be a YouTuber. Do the live shows. They're the ones that pay you. The shorts, you got to get millions of views. And that only happened to me once, pike fishing. Come on, there's got to be a fish down there. Nibble it. Like I said, we do about 15 more minutes of this, and then we'll go to the trout pond. We'll catch some trout. After I charge my phone back up and drive there, about 15 minutes away. We'll see what's hanging out at the trout pond. That's usually more people out there. We'll go get some rainbow trout. I never rolled an R in my life until I started doing these live shows. Yep, feels like something's pulling on it. We'll wait for them to take it. I think I took it too soon there. Hopefully you guys don't blow over. The stand hopefully will stay out. Let's get down in the dirt again. That's where he was taking it. My phone going down a hole. I won't have to buy a new phone. So I gotta keep an eye on you guys. Come on, take it again. Yeah, you're shaking around a little. Yep, the ice is expanding. That's what that sound is. Sounds like it's cracking underneath your feet. It is cracking, but it's getting bigger. Pressure is making it crack like an earthquake. Come on, give me another perch. And it's a little chilly when you get out in the center of the lake. No trees to block the wind or anything. No hills, so you're in the middle of the lake and it's windier. And it's colder. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that sub, comment, please. Welcome to my show, my channel, should I say. Welcome to my channel. We're out here in the 20-degree weather, ice fishing for panfish. My next show will be rainbow trout I'm fishing for. And we'll do another 2 hours or so, we'll try. There'll be 2 shows today for the weekend. Then I'm going to go home and get ready to watch the Super Bowl. Get in a nice warm bathtub. And heat up. And go eat some peppers. Some jalapeno peppers and some ghost pepper, salsa, and chips. Yum. Sounds good. Just stuff a couple of poblano peppers with cheese. Throw them in the chicken and cheese. Throw them in the oven, bake them. And we're going to have a little fiesta. Yeah! A little fiesta, Mexican fiesta before the Super Bowl. We'll do a little Mexican hat dance around the Super Bowl. What I like about ice fishing, okay, well, the solitude, number one. There's not a lot of people out doing ice fishing. But also, it's you can walk on water, frozen water you can walk on, find the fish. You don't need a boat. You just do a lot of holes and you keep walking further and further on in the middle of the lake, the pond, and you find the fish if you do enough holes. And you find out where they hide. Instead of lugging some big old boat in open water. You know, I'm not putting it down to each his own, but it's more costly that way when you got to buy a boat, gas, and everything else. We're getting a little windy out here. It's about 10 miles per hour wind, but I want you guys blowing over. I'm going to get a little closer. We're going to have to get a little closer. I don't want this phone sliding across the ice and down the hole. Like I'm bowling phones down the hole. Yes, sir. We'll just stand a little closer so we don't lose you guys. Oh, thought I had a bite there. Yep. We're going to be doing some peppers today, some poblano peppers with chicken and cheese and enchilada sauce. And then we're going to stuff some jalapenos, like cut them in half, 5 of them, have 10 halves stuffed with cream cheese and hot sauce on the top. Yum, yum, yum. And then I got some chips, so over the border chips that are garlic herb flavored, and I got some ghost pepper habanero salsa. That's gonna light up my fire in my tongue. My taste buds will be doing a fiesta across my tongue. Yes, sir. Get some. Gonna be having me a little grand old little fiesta. This is the first part of my 2-part show today. The second part I'm going to do within the next half hour, is at Foster Arends Park. We're going to fish for stocked rainbow trout. They put 1,000 in 2 days ago. We're going to see if we pull some of them out. If not, we'll see other people pulling them out at least. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. Let's see what minutes we are on here. About an hour 15. And everybody. Drag you down there a little. Yeah, 114, 116. Yeah, we got about another 5 minutes out here, and I'm going to close it up, and we're going to go to the next pond and fish for rainbow trout. The fish were a little difficult to find here. I only had 1 perch, but thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. I'm going to monetize this channel here. And that wind's starting to pick up. That's my cue call, I think. We'll start bringing this jig up. We're going to get out of the wind, go to the next pond that got hills around it, so you're not affected with the wind as much. Then I can warm up in my car between ponds. Yeah, a lot of people when they ice fish don't come out. Like I bear the cold. I don't do the tent and the heater. A lot of people do the tent and the heater. They drag the tent, the heater, food, everything they're going to use for the day, and just stay in one spot in the tent, nice and cozy and warm. I choose to bear the elements. It makes a guy tough. Like me, tough guy. Minnesota tough. Yeah, we're going to start wrapping this up, bring this jig up. Waiting for something just to bite, something big to just pull that lure down. We got a jig down there, green jig with a white head, 1/16. With 2 pieces of beaver tail on it. That look like little maggots. You hear the Mayo helicopter coming up behind the back. Oh, there it is. That's what we're using right there. And there's the Mayo helicopter, hospital helicopter. Coming in, blue and white. They got a patient aboard there, and they're bringing them to the hospital. Could be a car accident, could be anything. They're bringing them to the hospital, or just transfer of patients. Okay, people. I think we need to warm up a little. 2 hours out in this cold with the wind is a little trying. We're going to warm up in the car, charge up my battery, and then we're going to do the second part of this show, where I go to the rainbow trout pond and I catch some stocked rainbow trout. What do you think of that? So, you know, if you'll see me in about another half hour, maybe another hour, and I'll be at that pond. We're catching rainbow trout. So thank you for watching. Appreciate you watching, and love you guys all. Just please like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you at the next pond, okay? Be there.